Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Scott Caldwell. I'm really looking forward to taking this class, EDLD 640, Homeschool and Community. Um, this is one of my last courses to complete my principal certification. I'm taking this along with internship this semester, and I just picked up a new job where I work at Avenel Middle School. I'm also now the technology liaison, which has created a lot more work than I've been really accustomed to. I teach history, world history, grade 8 at Avenel Middle School in Woodbridge Township. Um, I've been there 5 years. I went alternate route when I turned 40. Um, and since then, I've gotten my master's in special education from NJCU, and I guess I'm about 80%, 90% done with my principal certification. What else? So that's the first page. So as far as my certifications go, I have my history certification K to 12. I have my teacher of students with disabilities K to 12, and I also have my supervisor's certification. And I'm on my way, as I mentioned, to get up to my principal certification. So as far as the three questions I addressed in my personal data sheet, if I could go through those real quick to give you a little insight about me. Oh, by the way, this is my son's mess behind me. Those are all his back to school clothes. And if you look a little bit to the right, you see those bags, and those are his back to school supplies. So he's going off to college next year, which I can't believe. So I'm married. My wife Alicia she's a full-time working mom. She's got her CPA license, and she does a lot of audits in the state of New Jersey. And I'm blessed with three children. Matthew, whose mess is behind me, is a senior in high school. Excuse me. We're looking at colleges now, which is pretty intimidating. And my middle daughter Mackenzie is going to be a sophomore, and my youngest Peyton girl is going into fourth grade. So the first question that I'd like to discuss is, what do you think is the most important issue in dealing with homeschool and community issues? I'm actually on the attendance committee at Avenel Middle School. We're trying to improve our attendance. The rationale is that the students that are out of school are not receiving enough instruction, and how do we try to get a better connection with home and school? And we're working on that actively. So as far as this course, I'd love to have some ideas and some strategies to try to do that. A lot of the things that we've tried to do in the past just haven't, quite honestly, been well attended. We've had a program that I'm also doing in the spring. The name escapes me right now. It's a national program. Strengthening Families, which is an 8-week course, which is a huge commitment. So to get a family to come into that 8 weeks in a row is pretty rough. So I'd like to get some strategies to deal with that. Second one, what knowledge and skills do you think are essential in dealing with parents? I would say to know their child. I know that sounds a little maybe basic or corny, but what are they like? What are they not like? I feel like there's very little connection sometimes between educator and student, and the parents like to know those kind. I want to know those things. I want them to know my child. I don't want them just to know that my child complies, right? Like my child comes in, sits down, does their job, leaves. That's not a connection. That's not a way to forge that lifelong relationship. And then the third question that I'd like to address very briefly is, what do I expect to learn from this course? As I mentioned earlier, I'd like to have a toolbox, if you will, to take out with me to bring into the community. I look forward to it, and I look forward to working with everyone online. Have a great weekend.